guys. So today for math, we are going to look at some things that were built together, or 3D shapes that were put together to make something bigger, and we have to decide which shapes, which solids were used to make that big picture, right? So I took some of Stephen and Caroline's bath toys and I made a house. And we're gonna take a look at which shapes I used to make that house. So down here, there's a little flower pot and it is made with a cube, right? These over here on the sides, I have some they look like bricks. And these are rectangular prisms. So I used a cube, some of these long and skinny rectangular prisms. And if you take a look at this one, this is long and skinny, and this is like a fatter rectangular prism. So I used different kinds of rectangular prisms to build this house. And then up here at the top, this is actually not a shape that we've gone over, but it was a block that they had. I needed to give the roof something. This is called a triangular prism. So I put together lots of different kinds of shapes, lots of different kinds of solids to build a house. So you guys are going to take a look at some pictures that are in your books today and take a look at all of the small pieces and decide what shapes were put together to make that picture. So I'll put one up here. Now granted, my picture is going to be flat, it's going to be 2D, but just pretend that they were solids, okay? So this is sort of supposed to look like an ice cream cone with an ice cream on top. So what shapes do we see here? Well, up here, this ball, that would be, or what the ice cream is supposed to be, that would be a sphere, right? So I have a sphere up here, and this is a cone. And so that is what that was made out of. So let's take a look in your book. They show you a picture over here on the side. And you have to decide which of these shapes would you need if you were going to build that picture, whatever it is that they have over on the side. So for their example, they have a cylinder is on the bottom and the cone is on top. And so they circled those pieces because that's what you would need. You wouldn't need a cube and you wouldn't need a rectangular prism. Over here, they have like two buildings. Take a look and see which of those shapes you would need in order to recreate that building. On this side, let me see if I can fold my book the other way. Ooh. Okay, they have a lamp post. There's a few shapes in there. You have to look very closely for that one. On number 4, we have a cone, but there's a couple more shapes at the bottom. I want you to take a look very closely and see what shapes they have on the bottom there, and you'll circle whichever ones you need. And then they have a tower for number 5. And then over here, it's at the bottom, it says, John wants to combine 6 green cubes to make a bigger cube. Can John do this? Explain and use cubes to help. So earlier, like when we first left school, I gave you guys some of these cubes. Use 6 of them and see if you can use those 6 cubes to build a bigger cube. Either write yes or no and draw me a picture if you can, okay? So enjoy, have fun with this. I always like looking at those pictures really carefully and seeing like, oh my gosh, they snuck a cylinder in there. It's fun to see the secret little shapes. All right, I'll see you later.